Time to push it. It takes some time for hate. Never take a second of bullshit. Make them come at you straight. Somebody will catch you running, coming from a vegetable fate. Everybody has a purpose, something that can deviate. Feed me adrenaline. Keep coming back again. Till the end, I'm turning venomous. Feed me adrenaline. Lately I can see the colors changing my invisible face. I can feel you hold me under. Nobody can feel the play. Come here just a little closer. Let me feel the breath on me. I'll tie you up for the reason. You're someone I will always need. Feed me adrenaline. Keep coming back again. Feed me until the end. I'm turning venomous. Feed me adrenaline.
It's you, it's my fate to let you go. You feel hate when I'm around you, but I know you won't let me go. So close to see when I'm down inside of me. So close to leave, but I know there's no release. Time has come, I have to leave you. Don't know how, 'cause it feels so right. It's just you I have to break through, but I know you will win the fight. So close to see when I'm down inside of me. So close to leave, and I know there's no release.
All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome over here to Atlanta Racing as Rick James is coming back from the track that we will be visiting tonight here in the beautiful state of South Carolina. We're heading to Darlington Raceway as we have these Cup Series drivers getting ready to end practice and head on over to their qualifying session. Speaking of qualifying, the track and all of that jazz. We have to the left the outline of your track, and to the right we have some shots. It was a little bit earlier in the day. It looks like it was sunnier, but we have the golden hour. Sun is setting right now, and we are getting ready to go racing with the E-NASCAR Elite Association in Atlanta Racing, bringing you all the broadcasting here tonight. And of course, AWG, Ancient World Gaming, I guess you could say, partnered up with them a couple of months ago, and we have not had our big event yet, but we are looking forward to having it soon. All right, well, we are getting ready to go and qualify, and it looks like we do have a number of drivers here getting ready to go racing at the beautiful Darlington Raceway. Let's see where everybody is stacking up at the current moment. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Atlanta Racing has not been broadcasting all too much lately, so really appreciate everybody coming in as we are going to hit the track right now. First driver taking a look, it's going to be the 9 Chevrolet of Mr. Jacob Prince. And excuse me if I mispronounce any of these names or do any injustice here. Is like I said, filling in for Mr. Ricky James, and greatly appreciate him asking me to do this here tonight as we are in this next gen baby coming out of turn 4, and you will see that wall surely get scraped up here tonight at Darlington, as that is where we get the famous term Darlington stripe. We're going to look now at Mr. Ryan Posco. Looks like he is getting ready to take it all in here for his qualifying session. A lot of great driving is to be had here tonight. I've watched a couple of streams lately of Mr. Ricky doing this NEA broadcasting, and man, it is so fun to watch. Speaking of Darlington, though, man, can you believe it? 73 years old. This track is beautiful, though. Asphalt, 1.25 miles. It's really closer to like 1.366. As we're going to see that scrape right there for Mr. Ryan Posco. And now headed over to Brian Tagg, who is rounding up his last lap. Let's head on over, though, to Cody McFadden. Cody is going to be on board right now for just the beginning of his qualifying session. And here he goes for the first lap. What he has got. You can see Perrin Huggins. He has got the top time right now. 29:20 is going to be his fastest. And oh, and it looks like a little bit of a problem coming out of Cody McFadden right there. And usually you would see that a little bit farther into turn 4. But he scraped it up just into turn 3. Jacob Prince, he is sitting in second. And look at that. 29:20 and 29:21. Those are going to be your top 2 times. Very, very close up here. And 29:48, Lucas Reed sitting in third. And almost every driver right now has at least put down a lap. We've got a few that are just waiting. Cody B. Johnson trying to get that number, everything situated before we head on out. Not too sure what's happening with the 08, but you can see right here with the Lucas Chevrolet, Dakota Long taking it into turn 4, and what a beautiful time to be racing here. You've got the sun setting, you've got the fans filled up with drinks, you could say, and some fan favorite virtual food. I guess head over to the concession stand and get some gigabytes. Not too sure if that's what he wanted, but it's exactly what he wanted. Dakota Long, he is going to be your new pole setter with a 29:09, and just like that, he will reset. He's only going to use 1 lap to qualify. If you don't need another, there ain't no reason to it. And here we go, Cody B. Johnson. We saw him reset with the 08 earlier, and now he is back on track to do something Really swerving out of turn 4 to get as much speed as he can. Remember, we are in the Cup Series. I'm sure Rick James let you know, but I'll let you know as well. 5 gears that these drivers are working with. This is a substantial change from what these drivers were used to a few years ago.
His name is John C.
You know, I have not broadcasted in so long. I forgot about that. So, thanks for scaring me. It never fails. Here's some race info for you here tonight. Looking to be just in the high 70s here at Darlington. Not too much. Looks like we actually don't have too much humidity, but a little bit of wind. We'll see how that affects these drivers here. And don't forget, you can subscribe to Atlanta Racing on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you catch any broadcast we'll be doing in the near future. Well, that is qualifying. We're going to have your starting grid here in just a few moments. And here we go for the E-NASCAR Elite Association at Darlington Raceway. Dakota Long is going to be sitting nice and pretty with the pole, with Perrin Huggins right next to him. Jacob Prince starting third, with Justin Shoup starting fourth, and Lucas Reed rounding up the top 5. Mackenzie Roon starting 6th, with Ryan Therian right behind him at 7th. Michael Bennett Magnum, he's going to be starting in 8th, with Sean Anderson 9th, and Cody B. Johnson 10th. Ryan Posco, he's going to be sitting in 11th, with Ryan Von Hinchtel in 12th. Brian Tagg right there behind in 13th, with Nick Simpson behind him in 14th. Cody McFadden rounding up the top 15 drivers, with 19 competing here tonight. Matthew Croak, Ryan Linderman, Jeffrey Rudick, Lindman, and Seth Whitworth. Those are going to be respectively your final drivers gridding up here tonight at Darlington Raceway. Who is ready to see some action with these Cup Series drivers? It is not too often that I have the opportunity to broadcast for a Cup Series. Usually I feel like I'm doing ARC Xfinity Truck Series. Very happy to have 150 laps here Darlington, South Carolina. And I really like that iRacing has kind of built up the outside of the tracks. You get a very nice view of all the scenery around, and that is something I always appreciate when I play games like Flight Simulator on Xbox and PC. You can really go and see what the heck is going on near you, and what is near you, I guess you could say. Well, here they come down the line. Dakota Long is going to be looking behind him, and he has got a whole handful. Let's see what happened right here. No. Thought there was a possible accident with Sean Anderson, but it looks like he's going to be good to go as music's coming down. And we are looking to go green flag racing here tonight in I'm going to say it multiple times, ENEA. I always want to say EA Sports, but it's not EA Sports, it's ENEA. On board with Jacob Prince. I know he has been, I believe, doing pretty good this season. Bruce Apocalypse, how's it going, buddy? Saying, let's go. And there goes the pace truck off the track for the first time tonight. They will round turn 4, which was bound to get scratched up. Barney is getting ready with that green flag, and he's waving it. We are green flag racing at Darlington Raceway. Dakota Long immediately coming up into the middle to put as much pressure on the cars behind him, so he does not have to worry about someone scooting up the boot right here on the get-go. Single file line into turn 3. And this is what Dakota is looking like. It's a small track, and they are feeling it. Oh, and we've got the 12. Somebody hitting it back big time. Not too sure what just happened right there, but it looked like the 12 possibly shooting it off of turn 4, crashed into the wall. And that is actually, I think that was the 0-2. Then we saw that right there with Matthew Croak. I don't know what happened if he just got loose, but that was a scary scenario for him. Well, just like that, Dakota Long will set your fastest lap at the 29.71. He is the only driver in that last lap to hit into the 29s. Everybody else sitting around 30 seconds a lap. And what do we have right here? Looks like Lucas Reed seeing a lot in front of him and behind him as well. Sean Anderson, we have a couple of little battles going on right here. Really liking the scheme of the 19, Michael Bennett, running that Hooters car, and they have gotten into a little bit of a reputation around here for having pretty good wings. Their wings are pretty good. They're expensive as all get out now, but Hooters pretty good wings, I will say. I just don't get wings. They're so dang crazy expensive. As we see, who is that? The 28 of Seth Whitworth trying to make it work here at Darlington. They say this is a driver's track, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. I can tell you right now, I am not good at Darlington. You see my friend Bruce Apocalypse in the chat. He is quite good at Darlington Raceway, as he's just a great driver. You know, I'm not the best driver. Jacob Prince, long behind him. You can see the 6 of Ryan Therian coming up quickly. And let's take a look through the field right now. On board with Lucas Reed once again, because I'm telling you, and it's all happening right in front of him. The 6 of Ryan Therian is getting lapped down to the inside, and a big-time mistake out of turn 4 is going to cost him. I'm pumped. 437 says, wonder what happened to the commentator. Well, you know what happened. Mr. Ricky James is on the way back right now from Darlington Raceway, so he will be back next week. Just filling in for him as of right now. Uh, 57 of Ryan Lindman. I said Linderman earlier and apologize about that. Trying to hold on to it, currently running a 15th here at Darlington Raceway out of Tampa, Florida. Oh, and he is going to get into the wall big time. I am pumped. Is this, I don't know. If it was on Atlanta Racing, then yeah, you watched it here. Dakota Long now coming back up to the top. He will make it 10 laps into this race here tonight. Dakota Long, Perrin Huggins, Jacob Prince, your top 3, but he has set quite a nice gap. 1.48 seconds is what we're going to be looking like. 3:8.86 behind him, Jacob Prince. Top 3 really spread out. We're seeing a lot of the action towards top 5. Or I would say, 5th place and back.
Hello.
Sad sigh, sad seed. Not too sure how to say it, but thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. As you can see, drivers out here hitting pretty quick speeds down these short straightaways, trying to gain as much ground as they can. That 3 is really doing it up to the back of Mackenzie Roon, wanting to get to the top 5. Lucas Reed in that 3 started right there in 5th place, and he lost it just a few laps ago. And now looking behind him, Ryan Posco, Michael Bennett, Sean Anderson, and Cody McFadden coming up. Lots of big-time moves getting past Cody Johnson. And I remember we did see him having an issue, I believe it was during qualifying. He reset and came back, so I don't know if he's having an issue in general tonight or what is going on, but Justin Shoup holding on to McKenzie, and you can see they are just stacked up here. Going into turn 4. Everybody trying to avoid that Darlington stripe. You see it snaking out. Satsy, how's it going? Talking about, I believe, the 46 of Nick Simpson. Going to be running currently in 14th, exactly where he started. Go on board right here with the driver out of Darlington, Connecticut. Loves to see all the fans for the 46 car. He sees them out there running that Chevrolet at Darlington Raceway. Nitro Nick, says Satsy. Nitro Nick, he might be staying back right now, trying to save as much as he can. And then we might see him coming out from nowhere later on. We see him many times in virtual races and real races. You're saying, well, hey, where's this driver? He started up here, now he's back here. And we do have some big-time contact. The 99 is going to lose his whole front bumper, and it looks like the left fender around that tire is almost gone. Oh, his tire is completely gone. Front left tire is bent in, and we're definitely going to see Brian Tagg headed down now. Oh, man, that is so unfortunate for him. 99 headed down to pits. Ryan Therian and Matthew Croak both down in pits. Looks like they might be out, but down a good amount of time. That's going to put them down. Satsai saying tire gone on 99. Sure was completely gone, as Dakota Long still leads this race. Started on the pole, and he is still there. Lap 17 going to be hit this time. 150 laps for this race. And looking at the 9 now, it's going to be that Terry Labonte looking like Kellogg's car. He's really had the commotion on the back here tonight. Long and Huggins have been up there kind of in their own world, where Jacob Prince has been holding off Shub, Rune, Michael Bennett, Ryan Posco, all of these drivers, and now we see it back here. Some action getting around the 3 of Lucas Reed. And it seems we have a couple of drivers that have been working in pairs, and Lucas Reed has not really been wanting them, and he has been getting passed due to this. This is one of those tracks, it is very difficult to pass, and that is why you saw Dakota coming up so quickly, and now coming up on some lap traffic. That's going to slow him down and allow Perrin Huggins to come up within 9/10 of a second, just about cutting that gap in half just due to lap traffic. Here he goes around Dakota Long. I think if you've ever been in a virtual race, you know that that lap traffic can come out and cost you the whole thing and ruin it for you. So it's always nice to see when drivers get out of the way. Oh, and there we go. Gonna say we haven't seen too much on that wall out of turn 4 in the 11 of Mackenzie Room. Totally gets me right there. He is going to slap that wall out of turn 4. And Jacob Prince getting heavy movement from Justin Shub just behind him in the 91. Remember, you can watch the ENEA series with Rick James every Monday, 9 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Filling in for Mr. Ricky tonight. Greatly appreciate the admins in ENEA and all the drivers for allowing me to come out and broadcast this amazing race for y'all. I think, you know, Ricky would say this as well. One of those moments where you've got drivers that are probably praying for a caution and drivers that are hoping, dear Lord, do not let a caution come out. Lucas Reed really using that top side. Nick Simpson is going to follow, as well as Ryan Von Hinchel in the 13 Ford. And now watching it, here comes the 2. Man, oh man, making it out of turn 4. Big time movement in the middle of the pack. When you're talking about Darlington as well, there isn't too much banking to work with as well. And that is something that I know as a driver really messes me up. As a 57 is almost going to pull a Ross Chastain. And he is just eating that wall up. My gosh. And checking out right behind him. I believe that is going to be the lap traffic. Yeah, that's, who is that? Coming up right behind him. Can't really tell at this moment. All right, what does that 19 want to do? What's the 11 want to do? Mackenzie Roon up a spot. Big movers tonight. Cody McFadden up 8 spots. And still this line being run by Jacob Prince is the big pack to watch here. Dakota Long, Perrin Huggins, first and second place. Prince, Roon, Magnum going to be 3rd, 4th, and 5th here at Darlington. Gotta want some cookout after seeing all the signs. Let's take a look at all the drivers right now. We've mentioned the top 5 a lot. So Justin Shute 6, Cody McFadden 7th, Sean Anderson, or I'm sorry, Ryan Posco 8th now, Sean Anderson 9th, Cody B. Johnson 10th, Lucas Reed 11th, Ryan V 12th, Nick Simpson 13th, Ryan Lindman 14th. There you go again, and Seth Whitworth 15th. Those are going to be your drivers here tonight. Top 15 at the current moment. It's like Brian Tagg out around lap 15. Not too sure if he's getting repairs or he is just out for the remainder of tonight's race. On board, looking back from the gearbox, Jacob Prince trying to get it done in Darlington. And there goes Dakota getting around some lap traffic. Perrin Huggins going to have to do the same thing in just a few moments. Not the same from Jacob Prince. Lucas Reed now leading a similar pack here. Nick Simpson and Ryan V trying to get something done. Gotta love that 2 Miller Lite of Ryan V. Go. Who is it going to be? Nick Simpson looking to get around. And we have a incident on the track, but neither driver is going to wreck. Nick Simpson into Ryan V big time. Now get around the O2. Oh, what has happened up here? Mackenzie Room has jumped up 3 spots, now in front of Jacob Prince. Mackenzie will now lead out of turn 4. Can they get up to the leaders? They are currently 8.8 seconds behind Perrin Huggins. If they want a chance, they need 2 things. A caution or to link up together and get that speed, which is quite hard at a small track like this. Only 1/4 of, or 1.25 mile, 1.3, whatever you want to say. Here's a current look at the time delta between Perrin Huggins and Mackenzie Roon. You can just see the difference in those drivers running here at Darlington. No driver has pit yet. That is actually on the lead lap, I believe. I believe everybody that has pit has gone down for miscellaneous reasons. Maybe they got a wreck, you know, maybe they hit the wall too hard, but everybody else looking good. And we do see something with Ryan V. He is going to send it on over to pits. And that he was running so well, that's going to push him out right there. Mackenzie Roon now making a run off of Jacob Prince, getting some time between those 2 drivers. Prince kind of back where he was earlier, now leading this pack around. Mackenzie Roon with a super fast car at Darlington. I did not expect to see that kind of movement. We kind of were surfacing through the drivers and seeing what everybody was up to. And then out of nowhere, Mackenzie Roon up here to 3rd. What a move by them. Now Levin is going to swing out, and I don't know who that was. That was Seth Whitworth. It looks like possible a little bit of a connection issue right there. And we're saucing it up over here. Jacob Prince is headed down, and it looks like we are going to be starting the green flag pit stops. Rick James, how's it going, buddy? Saying ATL made it to Detroit. Very nice to hear, my friend. What I miss? Well, Dakota Long got the pull start, and he has been in front pretty much this entire time. But now Perrin Huggins has one of the closest gaps of the night. He is now only 3/10 seconds back off Dakota Long. And we might have a show here for first. For so much of the beginning of these, 30 laps or so, you saw 1-2 second gaps between your top 3 drivers. That is no longer the case with the top 2. However, Mackenzie Roon in 3rd, still 10 seconds back, even though they have a super fast car. Might even say one of the fastest cars on the track here. And Perrin Huggins going in. Let's see what they got here. Track that is too tough to tame. Lap traffic is really gonna help Perrin here. Dakota Long sees it coming, and here we go. As soon as I mention the green flag pit stops, we see drivers heading down. Ricky, I'm gonna tell you, buddy, feel a little rough. Haven't been broadcasting in a month or so, and should have taken a couple of extra sips of water, but I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for inviting me out and let me broadcast for you as the action picks up here in beautiful South Carolina. Dakota Long and Perrin Huggins, your top two drivers, both starting first and second respectively. They are now in the big battle here into turn. What's going to happen? Dakota Long is going to let Perrin Huggins take it, and he is headed down into the pits. Appreciate a sad sigh. Hope I'm saying that right. Sad C. So this is going to be a pretty good determining factor right here. Perrin Huggins, how long do they want to stay out? They're kind of coasting right now behind the lap traffic, saving them a little bit of time, and now they're coming up behind Lucas Reed, getting the pass on Nick Simpson. Multiple drivers headed down into pit, so we're going to bring up your pit stop indicator at the bottom of your screen so catch up with your favorite drivers as they head on down. Dakota Long, Seth Whitworth, both down in pits. Dakota leading every lap up until lap 43 or so. Sad side. Got it. Thank you. Oh, that makes sense. Makes a lot more sense. Oh, and that's not good. Perrin is going to only take a few more laps around Darlington before he heads down. And now it's going to be the race out who has the fastest pit stop and who can make it all work. Michael Bennett coming around the track now. No pits for him. He's going to be sticking out and lead that Hooters Chevrolet into turn one and across that start-finish line. 46 out of 150 laps to go here. 75 will be that beautiful halfway mark. Usually pretty good determining mark on how drivers are doing. Mackenzie Roon, another fast driver, now down into pits as well. Let's go on board with Ryan Posco at a Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Live here tonight at Darlington Raceway. So let's go check up on the 8 of Dakota Long. He's going to be on those fresh. What does Rick say? He says something for me. Feel good. Feel you're good. Something. I don't know. He says something. You're good. Feel goods. I don't know. But they got the new tires and they're on the track. Going to be interesting to see if Dakota Long sets a faster time now. He's got a little bit more practice under his belt. Ryan Posco just letting it ride out here in front. He's got 7 seconds over Sean Anderson in second. Looking good for him. Everybody just kind of getting as much as they can out of these tires. I would say a lot of them have the idea of, hey, can I make it to lap 50? If I make it to lap 50, I can make this a 2-stop race. I could stop at lap 50, I'll stop at lap 100, and then I'll just run it as far as I can. Maybe you'll even sit there and, the second set of tires, you'll run them out a little bit more so you can get those extra, little minute pieces of that tire when you need it at the final moments of the race. As Ryan Posco does go down, Sean Anderson and Cody Johnson now going to be your top two, the 14 and the 08 headed around. In the 08, remember we talked about him earlier, Cody Johnson had a little bit of an issue during his qualifying session, and he is looking good right now in second. It is the green flag pit stop run, so this is kind of a throw up in the air at this point, but we are seeing Dakota Long make tremendous progress, and Perrin Huggins as well. He actually had the better pit stop of the two. He came out and got in front of Dakota Long before he could even do anything. Perrin Huggins now coasting off the back of the 57 of Ryan Lindman as they head into the turn. Really good for Perrin Huggins because Cody Johnson, Sean Anderson, top two, neither have pitted, and they're both going to have to do that in probably any lap now. So it's looking good for the 4. 8 car is going to be right there, and we're going to see another battle. Ford and Chevrolet. Holy shnikes, we got a wreck.
All right, man, caution is out.
Dakota Long. After I just sat there and was talking about what could be in this race, the 8 car with a something, I don't even want to say a wreck. I don't know what just happened. We're going to go to the Atlanta Racing Instant Replay and see if we can't tell what the heck just went on with this lap traffic. I told you it can be a determining factor, and that's exactly what happened. Lap traffic, the 57 is going to get it into the 8. And that's Ryan Lindman right there. Let's go see really quick, though. I want to catch one thing. Sometimes when you head to the blimp cam, it's going to give you a different view of what just went wrong. And I know sometimes it can be netcode. So let's check it between these two drivers. Ooh, yeah, it looks like he did get into him. Man, so unfortunate for Dakota Long. 57, not too much damage, but that is going to push him back. Long is going to have some catching up to do. Back live now. Multiple drivers, including Sean Anderson, Cody Johnson, and Jacob Prince. Hey, they made the right call. They stayed out. They had the caution. Maybe they knew the caution was going to come out. When you've been racing with drivers for so long, you know maybe 1 or 2 are going to stay out and possibly blow those tires. Bruce Apocalypse says came down just a hair on exit where Long was. Yeah, and you know, we talk about how hard it is passing here, Bruce Apocalypse. That's one of the things you got to look out for. Are you making that move where you need to make that move? Because you might be making a mistake that could cost not only you the race, but another driver. And when you have somebody that started on pole, they've been running so well, leading so many laps, over 40 laps led, excuse me, by Dakota Long, it's just, it's hard to see. Well, we are going to have just about 54 laps completed when we come back. Green flag racing. And there goes Dakota Long. He will head down to pits right behind the person that did it to him. And I thought for maybe a moment we were going to see some aggression down on pit road. Maybe the 8 was going to give the 57 a little love tap, but that is not going to be the case. Bruce Apocalypse saying hopefully he doesn't have too much damage. Hoping he doesn't either. And, you know, taking a look at his car, Bruce, it doesn't look like he does have that much damage. I think these next-gen cars sometimes are a little deceiving on the damage side, but at least he does have that precious first pit stall right there. We'll see what happens. Sean Anderson will be leading the pack with Cody Johnson, Jacob Prince, Justin Shoup, and Perrin Huggins. So a switch up right here. A lot of the drivers that were 5th through 10th have been pushed up here to the top. Perrin Huggins in 5th place. Dakota Long looks like he might be in 6th when he returns to the pack. We are about to go green flag racing here in just a moment for the E-NASCAR Elite Association Cup Series live at Darlington Raceway. It's the track that's too tough to tame. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Got the music up as we are headed down pits and seeing when looks like we might have it this time by. Yep. Pace car has turned off the pearly yellows, and we are about to do some more racing. Music's headed down and drivers are lining up. It looks like we might be having a single file pit or a single file restart right here.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going
Lights
green this
are
time.
back
We are not
on
going
the
green.
pace car. Pace truck, we should say. So we are not going green this time by. Not too sure what happened. It was going to be lap 55. Going to be just a little bit later now. All right, so it looks like the pace truck will get the green this time to turn off those pearly yellows, and we are about to get the restart we have been waiting for. Jacob Prince, Perrin Huggins, Dakota Long, Cody Johnson, and Michael Bennett going to be your top 5. It looks like we did have a little bit of a shakeup up here. Not a single file restart. We are going to be doubled up. Some drivers trying to catch up, a lot of them choosing that inside line for some reason. 4 and 5, 8 and 74. Let's do it here at Darlington Raceway. Pace truck is in. Cars out of turn 4. Barney with the green flag ready. And you love to hear it. Green flag waves, and we're back at it. Live for the E-NASCAR Cup Series at Darlington. Sad Sai saying I need to see Nick push up a bit more, and we're seeing a couple of drivers push it to the limit as they are getting skeevy into turn 3, sending smoke up. Now Jacob Prince and Perrin Huggins side by side, and that can be treacherous. Perrin Huggins up here leading into turn 1. Dude, there is nothing better than that camera, hearing them cars. Well, talking about Nick Simpson, he is currently up 3 spots in 11th, trying to crack into the top 10. Wow, Dakota Long and Jacob Prince. What do you know? Long coming out from that incident already up to second, looking to snatch it away from Perrin Huggins. I read that. Sad sigh from you, and then I said it. So, Sad sigh saying snatch the front, and that's exactly what he did. Back at it from the gearbox off of Perrin Huggins. One of the fastest cars out here tonight, him and Dakota Long and Jacob Prince. It's interesting, we have these 3 up here. The only one, okay, I'm not singling out anybody, but if I want to have my top 4 drivers, top fastest I've seen here tonight, up here, I want to get Mackenzie Roon up here. Put them up there with Cody Johnson, Dakota Long, Jacob Prince, Perrin Huggins. We're going to see some really nice action. Nice action. Oh, man. Looks like some storm clouds coming in here at a Darlington Raceway. I don't think they are storm clouds, but looking stormy. On board now with Dakota Long. Second place and not wanting that gap to grow anymore. Currently half a second behind Huggins. Jacob Prince now getting a lot of action from Cody Johnson in the 08. Really working the throttle out of turn 4, and here he goes, Cody Johnson to the inside of Jacob Prince for turn 1. And he knows he's got to really get it before that turn in the 08 does it. Up a spot, Cody Johnson up 7 spots tonight. And look what we have here. Michael Bennett, Cody McFadden, Mackenzie Roon. Really grouped up here. There he goes. Oh my gosh. 64 of McFadden almost pulled out all the stops in front of the 19, including stopping. Very similar to what we saw earlier. We're now seeing the front two drivers kind of getting away. Cody Johnson, Jacob Prince trying to hold on. The 64 of Cody McFadden leads this other line around turn 4. Everybody should have pretty good tires. Sad Size saying that overtake was a little too light. Yeah, you gotta get it good. And here we go, Dakota Long really etching up there. The more they're fighting, the more time Cody Johnson has to inch on up to the aim of Dakota Long. Oh, Lord. What was that? Lucas Reed getting into the wall just a little bit. And that Range Chevrolet is going to have to hold on to it. Currently sitting in 10th, he's surrounded by drivers that are a lap ahead of him. And there you see Reed kind of getting into the wall. I don't know if he actually scratched the wall right there, but you can see that wall's got some surface damage from this race taking place, which, you know, those painters at Darlington must make a good amount of money. They're out there every time somebody races. Gotta get your Darlington stripe, baby. Your onboard camera right now, sponsored by Ancient World Gaming. Fatal, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. As well as AWG, Ancient World Gaming, checking out all the awesome content creators we have, including Mr. GoNYT, Gary Goen. And of course, Georgia's own Sloppy Joe. Well, that was a long time on board. Dakota Long has fallen back. Dakota Long falling back. Cody Johnson and Jacob Prince making the pass. And that might be some saving happening right there with Long. Now Perrin Huggins has a whole different driver behind him and a whole different track to work with. When I say a different track to work with, I mean Cody Johnson isn't going to necessarily drive like Long was. He might be trying to overtake every inside move he's got. And now we see Long coming back. What is up with these drivers? Lucas Reed coming into the mix. He's a couple laps down. 1 lap down, to be exact. Oh my gosh, it's Perrin. Hold on. I'm gonna go and listen to something really quick. Oh and the OA is going to slingshot it down to the inside. Cody Johnson maybe even scraping that left panel of Perrin Huggins' car. He slings on by, and he's going to be your new leader. I think that Dakota Long and Huggins are saving a lot of fuel. I'm trying to listen as much as I can, but it really sounded like Perrin was letting off a ton into the turn. I mean, it almost to the point it sounded like his engine was shutting off. So I was trying to listen and see, is he making, oh my gosh. That was close on a turn 4. We got a lot of action into turn 1. Man, oh man, here they come. Multiple drivers trying to get it done here. Perrin Huggins and Dakota Long very close. And here comes Cody McFadden. We're going to make it a race here. Halfway done here at Darlington Raceway. Thank you to all the ENEA admins. I'm trying to get that one out. Mr. Rick James, for having me tonight. I've said it multiple times. I'll say it multiple times again. Also, I miss Repeat. Ryan Posco, he is going to be the driver down 11 laps at the current moment. Not too sure what happened to him. I think he had some damage and he had to go down into pits. He just left pit road. The drivers behind him, Matthew Crow, Brian V, Brian Tagg, they are out of tonight's race. So the 11, of course, on the board, definitely the outlier. But he's going to be trying to make back that time as Cody B. Johnson slinging it out of turn 4. And really putting that time in. He has created a gap between Perrin Huggins, Dakota Long. They are no longer Subway sandwich stuff like they were. Sad size saying, oh man, sheesh. Yeah, you hate to see it for them. And you know, like I said, this is a driver's track. I do not do good at this track at all. So to have the skill set out here, it's amazing. And I don't know how they do it sometimes, especially when they're trying to make those passes into turn 4 and out of turn 4. I don't know how you do it. On board with your leader, Cody Johnson. I'm wondering if this is almost like a test car. What it's supposed to look like. Really stands out on the track as lap traffic approaching. Cody Johnson's got something he's got to work with. The 74. Mr. Jeffrey Rudick is coming in the way. And there he goes. Great job by Jeffrey getting down to the inside, letting these drivers pass up top, do the racing. Got to commend him for that. That is awesome. So Jacob Prince, my man. I don't know why gravitated towards the driver Jacob Prince. Maybe because his name sounds like royalty. But we're heading on over to him out of Greenwood, South Carolina. I don't know. That doesn't sound like it'd be too far away from Darlington. It's in the same state. That 9 car slings it out a little too much from turn 419 to Michael Bennett. I can't see the rest of his name. I think it says Magnum. Sad size saying as easy as it looks. I already know it's definitely not. There's so many mechanics and technicalities to factor in. Couldn't agree more there. Couldn't agree more, sad side, especially when you have, you know, a lot of, what I was going to say is, if you've got the leagues that are not the, you know, setup, straight up setup, fixed setup, if you're in the car and you're trying to make, I don't know how they do all these adjustments. Anatine saying Greenwood is about 4 hours from Darlington. Wow, might even be closer to Darlington than that, actually. Sounds like that is actually a little far. So lap 84, a lot of drivers now really running on these tires. They're going to be having to think about, what, 15 laps? Making that pit stop. Got it. That makes sense. Well, currently not too much movement going on throughout the track. And wait, what do we see here? Lucas Reed really slinging out of turn 4. Seems like the older the tires get, the more problems are occurring for these drivers out of turn 4. Something they really have to be careful with. Well, Atlanta Racing is doing as of May 15th right now, doing a giveaway over on Twitter with Lab Traffic Podcast and Throwback Brand. You're going to win some awesome gear, some die-cast cards and stickers, as well as a Lab Traffic hat. Head on over there. All you got to do is retweet it. Give us a follow, and you'll be entered to win. And I've been doing these giveaways for over a year now. Pretty much have the drawer almost gone, and after that, it'll be a little while before I can get some more stuff. I gotta go to a track again. 62 laps to go here at Darlington. Beautiful South Carolina greenery. I don't know what kind of land this is, but beautiful, beautiful track under the lights right now. Your man, Ricky is headed on back from there. I thought about going this year, and I just not go. Perrin Huggins really coming up now onto the back of Cody Johnson. Let's go on board. You can see how much he is trying to let off now, coming to the inside of the 08. Just not going to have it right here as we head to the front stretch. Cody Johnson having Perrin coming up more and more, and Jacob Prince going to be one of the first takers down the pit road. See if that strategy plays off. Jacob Prince still down. Justin Shute down as well. And 91 laps completed. You're seeing a lot more saving now. Perrin Huggins trying to get off of Cody Johnson. A little tap as Perrin makes the pass. And you know that's something Perrin had been sitting there waiting to do. Finally got it done past Cody Johnson. But now we start the green flag pit stop. He is going to have pretty much a perfect pit stop if he wants to remain the leader here in the 4 Ford. Telling you, Perrin is just letting off so much. Hearing it almost throws me off. Here's Cody Johnson, Cody McFadden, Michael Bennett, Dakota Long, Sean Anderson trying to catch up because I said the wrong name. Oh, Lucas Reed making some movement now. He's up in the 7th talking about, here we go, Nick Simpson up here into the top 10. 46, and he actually just set the fastest lap with a 29.33. I'm sorry, I just saw Seth Whitworth crashing on the track. No caution is out. He actually missed the entrance into pits. Let's go to the replay right here. He was trying to go down to pits, it looked like, and he totally just missed it. Had to back up and reset. Trying to get the Dynaco in, and oh man, just missed it. I don't know if that was actually his intention, was trying to go down, or if he just didn't have enough time to brake, but he'll reverse. We'll head back live and see what these other drivers are up to right now. Looks like Cody McFadden has gone down and he is pitted. Lucas Reed and the 28 Toyota of Seth Whitworth, they're all going to be down right now. Perrin Huggins leads, Cody Johnson 2nd, Michael Bennett 3rd, and Dakota Long 4th. This is the final pit stop for most of these drivers, unless a caution does come out. Trying to hold on to as much as they can, and Cody Johnson slinging it down. He is coasting right there. More and more drivers taking that final pit stop as we near lap 100 for these E-NASCAR Elite Association drivers. Huggins holding on to that top spot. Dakota Long, that was the driver we saw so much with. Who is that? Somebody slinging it around town. That's going to be the 5 car. Probably with new tires, getting it around these guys on the old tires. Oh man, sparks flying out of turn 2. Not too sure who that was. We go on board with the 4. You see so much room between them. They are trying to make sure that they do not get taken out, especially with the lead. And you know, I talked about it earlier, how we would probably see some drivers holding on past lap 100, trying to get these tires worn down as much as they can, drive on them as much as they feel comfortable with. So when you are in those final moments, you can use as much as you need. You haven't been... Oh, we got a caution out. Lucas Reed bringing out the caution, who we have seen a couple of times get really close to other drivers. Not saying he did something, but I've been thinking we might see an incident with the rain car, and we did just here. Let's see what happened. Oh, and he gets loose. 57 getting loose too. A hard hit to that inside wall for both cars. And that will bring out the second caution of the night. New tires, not always such a good thing when they are cold and you are trying to get them all warmed up. See it right here from the blimp cam. Yep, that'll do it to you. That brings out the cautions. We go live. Many drivers headed down into pits. So we'll bring up your pit stop indicator on your screens and watch them do this thing. It looks like Perrin Huggins is going to stay out and keep the lead. We'll see how this adds up for him. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing for Mr. Huggins. Well, things will get restacked right here behind the pace truck, and we will be out rolling green flag racing here in just one moment. About 44 laps will remain when that green flag does wave. Don't forget, you can watch the ENEA on Rick James TV 1 every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Atlanta Racing just filling in for tonight as Ricky is making his way back from Darlington Raceway in real life up to the northern portion of the United States.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car.
Lights are back on the pace truck. We are not going to be getting it going this time by. Little technicality, but we should be good to go in just one moment. Making sure everybody is good to go for this restart. It's only a second one of the night, but a good one at that. Everybody's going to have the fresh tires. They're going to be good to go for the finale of tonight's race. And there we see the 8 of Dakota Long, I believe, headed down into pits. He headed down? No, he's actually going to rejoin. Pace truck turning off the pearly yellows. Perrin Huggins sat behind Dakota Johnson for the first 30 laps of tonight's race. Then made it his own race. Has been out here leading for quite a while. Cody Johnson in the 08. Difficulties during qualifying. He's up here at the top with Dakota Long, your pole sitter, now in third, and Jacob Prince. He's been leading some heavy packs here tonight at Darlington. Can he lead that number 9 to victory lane? We'll see what happens here in the next few moments at Darlington. Drivers getting ready to get it going. Green flag racing, so the music's coming down. Pace truck is looking to veer off the track. Pace truck is off. Drivers around turn 4 to the Geico restart zone. Barney waving the green flag. We get it going. Back at it at Darlington Raceway. Perrin Huggins holding on up here at the top. Cody B. Johnson and Seth Whitworth crashes. 28 crashes. Dynaco, we just saw him miss the pits, and now he's got a crash. Oh, man, oh, man. 42 laps to go. Oh, Dakota Long into the wall out of turn 2 as he chases down Cody Johnson.
All right, man. Caution is out.
And caution is out. Third caution coming out. And I don't have anything in my feed telling me what happened. The last thing that happened was Seth getting into the wall, and I don't know if that brought it out late, but we are under caution once again here under the beautiful lights at Darlington Raceway. Might be headed down to Five Flags Speedway at the end of May to see the Outlaws and all the other racing they have there. I personally could spend all day there, but usually the people I go with don't really want to be there all day. We'll see. All right, so interesting right here. Cody Johnson and Dakota Long, as well as Jacob Prince and Justin Shute, Sean Anderson as well. They're all going to be headed down. So the only one in the top 6 that did not head down to pits for those fresh tires, it's going to be the 4-4-year leader, Perrin Huggins. He's going to be holding on to what he's got. Cody Johnson going to have just an advantage, as well as these other drivers. This is going to make it very interesting. Shouldn't be too long of a caution, given we just had a caution. Many drivers got done what they needed to get done. Moment. Lots of drivers still down in pits. Cody McFadden, Lucas Reed, Ryan Posco, all of them still down in pits. Perrin Huggins and Jacob Prince lining up to get this thing back at it. Pace truck's going to be turning off the lights this time by as Barney gives the signal. We are about to go back. Green flag racing. With 38 laps to go, Huggins and Prince will be side by side once again for the restart. Sean Anderson, Cody Johnson, third and fourth with Justin Shoup and Dakota Long rounding up that third row. The third restart of the night. Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in for this race here. Somebody's falling out of line back there. Only 7 drivers remain on the lead lap. Lap 111, soon to be 112. Music's headed down as drivers looking for that green flag to wave. Pace truck's off the track. And here we go out of turn 4. Getting another restart under the belt. It's the last 30-odd laps of the race. Let's go racing at Darlington Raceway for the E-NASCAR Cup Series, baby. Somebody already having to go down low. And they are getting spread Alex and Hash Browns and Waffle House out of turn 2. On board with Cody Johnson as he heads right behind Jacob Prince, who is eagerly approaching the back of Huggins. And here he goes, Jacob Prince with the pass inside into turn 3. Hey, you gotta love some hash browns from Waffle House, and Jacob Prince has gotta love the move he just conquered off the back stretch. He's your new leader. Fastest lap, 29:29. Smothered, covered, and chunked, however you like it. You can get it your way at the Waffle House. Oh my gosh, Jacob Prince nearly cuts off the nose of Perrin Huggins, who comes to the outside to retake that first place spot. My gosh. Yeah, Huggins really setting some fast laps here tonight. 29.49 is what he is going to set the fastest lap for himself. Actually, Jacob Prince has got a really fast lap too with that 29.29. That's his fastest lap of the night. So given he just had that, he is going to be really racing down Huggins here in just a moment. If you look to the left of your screen right now, you can see the best times that these drivers have set here tonight. And what do we see? Jacob Prince coming to the inside of Perrin Huggins. He's not going to have the momentum to make the full pass. He'll come back up into second place down the front stretch. Cody Johnson, Sean Anderson trying to get up there and make something work. They only have 30 laps to go at this short track. We're going to have to get it going, baby, as Perrin Huggins into the wall. Man, it looks like he almost hit 88 miles per hour. He was almost back to the future, baby.
Oh, man. Don't tell me Jacob Prince is going to win the race, Doc.
You know who it be. And here we go. Prince to the inside once again. Will he have it this time? A little bit more of ground gained right here, and it's a lap car. A lap car is going to come up, and Prince makes the move and does it successfully. That might be your Rick James money move of the day. By the way, never get me and Ricky to broadcast an event together for you. We just sit there and do voices the entire time. I think between me and Ricky, about 30 people will be talking. It sounds like about 30 people. Prince holding on to it and doing a great job. 121, now 122 laps put under the belt of this Cup Series driver here at the track that they all say is too tough to tame, but he has seemed to tame it just enough to get it out here in front of the pack for this E-NASCAR Lead Association race. Love to see these old paint schemes racing near each other. Four really looking like a modern Dale Sr. car, if that makes sense. Looking very nice. Oh my gosh, and Perrin Huggins eating the wall. Heavy, heavy. He must have had the 2 for 5 at Arby's. He is full of wall here. I'm telling you, man, they be swerving crazy. Nothing too crazy that time, though. Looking good as we head into turn 1. Ouch is rice, that's I. Oh, and the 5 getting super loosey-goosey right there. Perrin Huggins trying to take advantage of the situation. Not enough time. He looks like he was going to go down to the inside. Didn't have the momentum. He'll fall back and try again into turn 3. Down the back stretch, or I'm sorry, front stretch we go. Cody Johnson making a little bit of movement up to that second place spot of Perrin Huggins. 24 left to go at Darlington. You can see the eagerness between these drivers. This is not something you usually see until the final 20 laps or so. And here we see Huggins to the inside of Prince out of turn 4. And now Prince trying to return the favor. Huggins, very heavy defense right there. Huggins almost just nudging the front of Jacob Prince's bumper to tell him, hey, I ain't messing around right now. Letting off the gas so much, saving as much as he can. Satsai saying that's tough. That's too tough to tame. On board now with Jacob Prince. Aaron Huggins coming around some lap traffic, and it's a Dynaco car up into the wall. That's the 28 of Seth Whitworth hitting that wall in all of the traffic, trying to get around now down the backstretch. 20 laps to go. Who can take their Cup Series beautiful beast of a car into victory lane? Cody Johnson looking like he's got something up his sleeve. He slung out to the inside, and he does nothing, staying behind the 5 of Jacob Prince. Still 7 drivers on the lead lap. 18 laps to go. Throttling it in. Perrin Huggins saving. Flashing lights like the Kanye West song all throughout those virtual stands. Oh, man. I think some of it is Cody Johnson's getting really loose out of turn 2 and turn 4, and it's making it look like he's about to do something, and it ends up just being him trying to make sure his car is good to go. Lap traffic approaches once again. This time, looks like it's going to be, I don't know. Oh, it's the 6 car. Ryan Therian. You can see Perrin is trying to gain as much as he can and use that air off the 6 into the wall, and that kind of actually backfired on him. And now Jacob Prince is extremely close. Dakota Long coming up behind Jacob Prince. Wouldn't it be something? All the stuff he has had to deal with throughout tonight's race, and now he makes the move on Prince. Dakota Long propelling himself up into second. Can he pass Huggins in 14 laps and become your winner at Darlington? That would be almost a, I don't know, it's not a Cinderella story. I don't know. I don't know. Dakota Long really not pushing the pedal to the metal quite yet. With 11 to go, though, he's got to be thinking about it. These are the moments these drivers live for. These final battles. Little action right here. Jacob Prince down to the inside. Cody Johnson, just not enough time. Almost making the pass up to third off Jacob Prince's mistake out of turn 4. That was super close right there with Johnson and Prince. Still watching up here with Huggins and Long. 9 laps to go. Can Perrin Huggins hold on to it just a little bit longer? Oh man, Dakota Long's falling back 0.7 of a second now. Not looking good, but lap traffic is coming up here. It's that Dynaco car once again for Perrin Huggins. Oh, and Jacob Prince has crashed. Caution is out. Caution is out. With only 7 laps to go, it is going to be a shootout to the end. Oh, and they're still wrecking. They are still wrecking. Well, here's the incident with Jacob Prince that just brought out this caution, 4th of the night. Watching that 5, who has done tremendously all race. It just loses it into the turn. Hits the 14 as well, Sean Anderson. And then some drivers trying to just avoid the mess. It looks like they got into a mess of their own. You see it right here. Yep, there he goes. That was going to be Lucas Reed hitting somebody after that incident. And let's see right here with Lucas Reed, that crash. How it all went down. And here it is just after they passed the first incident into the 11 of Mackenzie Room. And that is going to hurt them and their chances having a great finish in tonight's race. Back to your main screen. Perrin Huggins still leads, and we are at lap 145. So we're just going to have 2 or 3 laps to go. And this race comes on back here. You're watching the E-NASCAR Elite Association live at virtual Darlington Raceway. Greatly appreciate everybody coming out here tonight and watching the stream, even though it's usually on Mr. Rick James TV1's channel. Make sure to subscribe to him, give him a follow so you can catch the ENEA action every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Atlanta Racing, filling in tonight for Mr. Ricky James, watching these beautiful Cup Series cars take it around. Beautiful track. Don't forget, after tonight's race, we're going to have an interview with a couple of your drivers. I don't know if they do the top driver or the top 3, but we will have those interviews for you. It's always nice to get some race winning insight from drivers onto what went right and what went wrong during their race. All right, how many laps are we going to have? We're going to have 3. I think pace car is about to see what Barney's got to say. Is he waving the flag still, or is he waving it? We'll find out in a second. That side, usually on Rick James TV1. Rick, RickJames TV1. Rick James usually has a broadcast for you. One of my good buddies. Just filling in tonight for him. All right, so we are just going to have 2 laps to go when we hit the start-finish line. It's awesome. Thank you, Sensei. It's basically going to be a green-white checkered for these drivers. Perrin Huggins and Dakota Long, the 2 who fought it out all race. It is, not fake that they are up here about to fight it out for race win. Music's coming down as we are about to go green flag racing once again. This is going to get crazy, folks. Gonna get crazy. Somebody's getting ready. Pace truck heads off the track. Barney getting ready to wave that green flag for the final time, possibly tonight. A 2-lap battle. To the line we go. Darlington Raceway. It's too tough to tame. Dakota Long immediately is going to fall. Right. Oh, do we have a wreck? Something happened with Michael Bennett, not too sure, but we're going to see it right here. Perrin Huggins leading Dakota Long into turn 2. Long going to be right on that back bumper. Praying that a caution does not come out for these drivers. Here comes Cody Johnson. Huggins bringing it to the white flag. White flag is out. Dakota Long has one more lap if he wants to win tonight's race. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, and he hits the wall big time. Cody Johnson sends it flying. Perrin Huggins, nothing can stop him. Both drivers behind. They are gonna wreck out. Perrin Huggins getting the checkered flag, wins at Darlington Raceway for the ENEA Cup Series. Man, oh man, what a race. What a race. Perrin taking it right there. And we are going to have your final race results in just 1 moment's time. What a win. And here are those final race results. Perrin winning tonight's race with Justin Shoup in second. Jacob Prince third, Dakota Long fourth, Cody McFadden fifth, and Sean Anderson right behind him in sixth. Cody B. Johnson getting seventh with Mackenzie Broom eighth, Ryan Therian ninth, and Nick Simpson getting 10th. Jeffrey Rudick getting 11th with Lucas Reed 12th, Seth Whitworth 13th, Ryan Posco 14th, and Michael Bennett 15th. Ryan Lindman getting 16th, and right behind him Matthew Thrope 17th, Ryan B 18th, and Brian Tag 19th, as we're seeing him burn down the house here tonight. That's your man, Mr. Perrin, and he is going to head on out. Yeah, definitely a good finish, and we're going to have your post-race interviews right here, so let's see what these drivers are up to really quick, and down this music a little bit so you can hear it a little bit better. All right, so Perrin Huggins, let's go see. Bring him up here. Ooh, I cannot bring him up here into the booth. See if he heads down here really quick, or heads up here. I guess I should say. Usually, you know, bring the drivers up here, get it going, but let me see if I'm going to do what Rick James does and see if it works. All right, let's see if this gets him in here. Yeah, 10th place. Great top 10 finish by him. Jacob Prince, how you doing, buddy? There we go. Getting these top 3 drivers in here really quick. Jacob Prince and Justin. Is it Shoop?
Yes, sir.
All right, Justin, getting what'd you get here tonight? Second place at Darlington Raceway. Man, oh man, how do you feel about the race? And it was quite a race, you could say.
Yeah, I'd say it was a real long one, first and foremost. We made this one a little bit longer, and it put a lot of tire strategy on the guys. Jacob and I decided on the very first pit run that we weren't going to take tires, so we didn't. I don't know who all did and who didn't, but I know when we came down to the caution at the end, I believe around lap 110, I know I saw the 8 car and the 4 car slap on their last set. It had to have been their last set of stickers. And then I couldn't be more, I know it was my teammate that spun out at the end, but I couldn't be more thankful that Jacob spun, brought the caution out. I was able to come down pit road and slap on a fresh set of those sticker tires, and away we went. But I screwed myself a little bit. I drove it real hard, got excited and drove it hard on the entry of 1 and 2 and got a little tight and pushed up into my teammate, and that let the lead 3 get away from me a good bit. And just seeing how quickly I was able to catch them after I recovered from that mistake really made me regret driving it as hard as I did in 1 and 2. I think I could have got around them, but it is what it is. We'll come home with second place and not too much to be mad about missing 2 races, and this is a good way to make up some points here.
Yeah, definitely, especially not being behind the wheel after, 2 races. I personally know it's kind of hard to get back in the groove, and it's a little bit more stressful, but you got it done here tonight. Second place, great job. Anybody you want to shout out or thank before we head off tonight?
Shout out to my dad, first and foremost, always watching the races, watching the stream, supporting you guys. That's always a good thing. I'd like to shout out my teammates, Lindemann, always there. Lindemann helping me with cautions the most is massive, because it is very hard to keep track of these guys and stay focused on your own race. And shout out to Jacob Prince, I'd say the brains to our strategies most of the time. He's the one with speed, and he's the one that helps us out and coaches us up along the way. And he definitely helps me a good bit each week with pit strategy. That's typically my weakness. So perfect teammate to have. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to everybody in the league coming out here and running every week, making this thing what it is. And yeah, man, hopefully push forward, and hopefully this thing grows even bigger, and we just get bigger and have a great league.
Well, you'll love to hear it. Thank you so much, Mr. Justin Shoot, for coming up here, and great job tonight, sir, getting that second place finish.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
All right. Well, Jacob Prince getting third here tonight at Darlington. Jacob, how you doing, buddy?
Doing well. Pretty worn out after that, though. I was wheeling it there at the end.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. You were wheeling it the entire race. There was a long time those top 2 drivers had kind of pulled away, and you were fighting it, leading that pack around. How do you feel like tonight's race went?
It went good. Darlington's definitely not my best track, but it is my home track. So, I wanted to come in and run good here, and I figured I could run, top 5. But to come away with a third like that is pretty good. I hate that I lost it there within a couple laps to go, because I had a 0-X going, and I just kind of threw that away. But we ran that first 90 lap. It was lap 90 before me and Justin took a set of tires. So we saved a set of tires for the end, and that's why I was able to get back up to third. But just shout out to my teammates. We worked really well together, and it was just a fun night. A lot of tire conservation, and it was just fun racing. So, and shout out to everybody in the league, because this is a very tight track, and I feel like everybody did a good job of getting out of the way when they needed to and having good battles when they needed to.
Hey, well, you're right about that. It was a great race, and we had some cautions, but it really wasn't too big of incidents, and everybody was holding their own. So great job from everybody. And anybody you want to shout out, Jacob, before we head off tonight's broadcast, sir?
Yeah, man, just my teammates, dude. We have a small group. We got 3 people in there, but we're a pretty tight group, and we work well together. I enjoy every week with them. I feel like we're getting stronger as a team. You see that with Justin and his performance, and even my performance. I feel like we push each other to do it better and better. So shout out to them. Shout out to y'all for broadcasting. I appreciate you stepping up when Rick was gone. Can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast.
Hey, well, I appreciate it, sir, and thank you for coming out here and racing and having a great night, and great job on getting that third place finish.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, well, to your winner here tonight at Darlington, Mr. Perrin Huggins. Perrin, how you doing, buddy?
Not too bad, man. How are you? How are you in the booth, buddy?
I am doing good, my friend, and I'm sure you're doing even better. You captured the win here at Darlington. How you feeling about tonight's race? What you did right? Maybe what you would have fixed if you could tell your earlier self.
I for sure would have saved more fuel. I was real tight there at the end, and that last yellow helped me big time. So and then I had my teammate on my tail. The last restart, I was like, oh man, how the heck am I gonna hold him off? But somehow did. He smacked the wall. So we're winners in Darlington, baby. Let's go.
Hey, yes, sir. You got it done. Darlington, like I said, driver's track. It is hard to get a win here, and you got it done, sir. Congratulations. And anybody you want to thank or shout out before we head off tonight's stream?
Yes, sir. Shout out to my dad. We went to the race on Sunday and had a blast, and now he gets to see me win the next day. So that's pretty awesome.
Dude, you can't beat that. Go into the track one day, you sit down, and you win the race the next. It doesn't get sweeter than that. Perrin Huggins, you're champion here at Darlington Raceway. Perrin, thank you so much, sir, for coming up here and giving us a little bit of an interview, and I hope you enjoy your night celebrating your win.
Yeah, it was well, and like Jacob said, thanks for stepping up for Rick. Thank you.
Yes, sir, of course. I love Ricky and love broadcasting, so it was an easy yes. So, Perrin, thank you so much, sir. Hope you have a great night. And to Jacob and Justin as well, hope everybody has a great night as we are going to be heading off tonight's broadcast. Thank you to the E-NASCAR Elite Association for having me out, and Ricky James for asking me to broadcast. He'll be back next week. Head on over to Rick James TV1 on Twitch, and you can find him there to catch the ENEA every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Atlanta Racing, filling in for Rick James. We'll see y'all soon.